Hello peeps, and welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Nightdagger. This is going to be episode 25. So let's go ahead and get started. When I left off, I had this nifty thing in my inventory. It's a charge mat, which will allow us to keep better track over our charge level on our inventory here. However, we got to put it somewhere, and I'm thinking I want to put it in the ceiling here, because I'm constantly coming into this room, and if you get close to this item, it'll passively charge for you. So I kind of want to put it up there, but there's a problem in that these machines here are only able to run off of medium voltage current at the moment, and I don't want to run medium voltage into this charge mat because it's going to take forever for it to recharge. I need to get these things running on high voltage. So, of course we're going to do that by adding a few more transformer upgrades. And we're going to go ahead and get that going there. We'll grab our 2x insulated here. We're going to need a total of, let's see, we have 5 furnaces, so we need 5 electronic circuits. There we go, we got that request in. We're going to need some glass. And by now we should have a good bit of metal in here. We're going to wait for a little more. There we go. That ought to be plenty. And we're going to make ourselves a total of 5 machine blocks. Cable there. Change them into transformers. And if we get our electronic circuits out of here, put the electronic circuits there, the 2x insulated there, and the glass just like this, that is going to get us our transformer upgrades, of which we will need a total of 5. Let's go ahead and tack transformer upgrades in here. This will also let us overclock our machines a little further if we feel like it. Now, with that in place, we no longer need this transformer up here. So let's go remove that transformer. We'll get ourselves a little bit of glass fiber cable. And we'll climb up here. Transformer upgrade goes away. Glass fiber goes in place. Machines can take that kind of current now, so we're in good shape. And I think I kind of want my machine, I think I'm just going to tack it in right over, where do I want this to go? Not exactly sure. How about we just put it in right in here for now? So we will put our charge mat down right. I'm not real happy about that because I'm going to have to move my logistics system just a little bit to make it work nicely, but it's kind of where I want it to go. So let's pop down here. Let's grab ourselves a few pipes. We're going to need at least 1 basic logistics pipe. Where are they? We'll need some stone pipes for sure. Am I really out of basic logistics pipe? No, they're in my inventory. Derp. Okay, let's climb up here. Let's move. Let's put a basic logistics pipe right here. Just like that. Let's break this connection. Put that there. We're going to put this just like that. That's going to reconnect our system. And then we're going to break this and put that there. We'll wait for another piece to come through. We'll break that and put that there. There we go. We will have our glass fiber cable come down from the junction here, right over to here. And we'll tag that down like that. And then right next to our chest, we'll put our charge them at. There we go. And is it actually going to build power? Yes, it is. We're currently pulling power at a rate of about 512 EU per tick into our charge mat. Now this thing here has the internal capacity of an MFSU, which is why it's taking so long to charge. And I'm not close enough to it for it to passively charge my equipment. That kind of sucks. Eventually, I will probably rework this system so that it gets a little closer to me so it passively charges. If I were to jump here, if you take a look here, 8705940, and I'm not getting close enough for it to work. Let's put a piece of dirt on the ground so I can get a little closer to this thing. And now if we were to access this, you can see it's passively charging my equipment even though I'm not actually putting it in there. That's kind of the effect I want it to have. So eventually I'm probably going to want to put it in the floor. We'll get to that later though. There is something that I need to do in order to get my forestry farms up and running, and it involves the use of logistics pipes. Now, it's going to require a machine that we haven't built before and that I haven't highlighted before in this series. It's also going to require a mechanic that's going to be completely and totally foreign to a lot of people who are used to the old version of logistics pipes, but it does exist in the new one. Let's grab a bite of chicken. We are going to make ourselves a soldering station. That's going to require 6 pieces of iron, a crafting table, and a piece of redstone. Do I have a crafting table in here? No, I don't. But my system knows how to make them. And apparently I do have crafting tables in my wood chest. So let's grab ourselves 6 pieces of iron. Let's grab ourselves a piece of redstone. Get our crafting table. And we're going to put this there. This here, and this here. It's going to get us our soldering station. Now, the soldering station doesn't have a whole lot of uses in logistics pipes yet, but it does have one very important use. We're going to make ourselves a new type of pipe in this episode. This pipe, it actually works in pairs. However, in order to make those pipes talk to each other, you have to have a way for them to identify each other on the system. That's where this comes in. Let's head up to our... Where do we want to put this? I think I want to put it in the thermal expansion room. And where can we put it? Well, I got to put an energy cell there first. Where can we put this? This doesn't require anything to go into the top, so we can just tack it into there. If you open this, you'll notice a nice little GUI. Iron ingots go into here. Iron is used as the solder. And then you put your recipe in here. The recipe I'm going to use is going to be a blank module in the center and 4 ender pearls in the corner. And that is going to give us 2 logistics item frequency cards. Notice that you got 2 out of 1 combination. These cards are paired together now. These 2 cards talk to each other and not to anything else. So these cards work in pairs. Let's head back to our base. And let's go to making the second part of this system. We're going to make ourselves 2 ender chests. Not the vanilla version. We're going to make the version that you get out of the chicken bones version. In order to do that, I'm going to need some blazes, aren't I? So I don't have any blaze rods. I have blaze powder, but no blaze rods. Well, just so happens I have a soul shard. Let's go ahead and... Remember that cactus farm I had out there? Let's revamp it. Cactus Farm is boring. It works, but it's not really doing a whole lot other than just being a cactus farm. Let's get ourselves some glass to keep on us. And we're going to need to make a soul cage. A soul cage is basically just iron bars in a circle. I have some iron bars in here. I'm going to have to make a few more. Alright, that gets us our soul cage. Let's head outside. Ooh, it's dark out here. Dark out here, I do not like it. Especially since there's a gold armored zombie down there. Let's sleep through the night. Alright, now let's go outside. Let's make our way over to our little cactus farm. And let's completely and utterly destroy it. We'll break that. And we're going to come in here and we're going to... No, I don't want to tear up all the dirt. There we go. We're basically just going to tear up the entire inside of this farm. We're going to leave the water there. And we're going to leave it there for a reason, and you'll see it in a little bit. I'm sure there's a few people who've already figured this out. It's another one of those really obscure things from vanilla Minecraft that you might not know otherwise. I'm just going to break all of this out, just like that. And we're probably... Are we going to be okay with... Yeah, I think we're okay. I think we'll be okay with most of this. I am probably going to want to move the chest out. Let's go ahead and dump off all of our cactus that we've gotten from this, which is honestly not a lot. I was really kind of expecting more out of a vanilla cactus farm, but then again, I think cactus works kind of like other plants now, in that you have to be within a certain distance of it in order for it to actually grow. I don't think it'll just passively grow. Could be wrong on that. Let's break that chest. We'll dig ourselves a bit out there. We'll get our stone transport pipes. And, hey, hi, puppy. How about you get out of there? We'll break that, tag that there, and we're going to put our gold chest back on top of there. And we're going to fill in the hole that we've made. Let's climb up here and finish up all of this, because there's no reason for this not to be connected now. We're going to tag it just like that. And we're going to put some glass on here. It doesn't really have to be glass. I just thought it would look cool. Probably going to need some more glass for us all said and done. Nah, I think I got enough. At least if I don't keep doing that. Alright, that's going to get us that. Let's go ahead and dig our way back in here for just a minute. Let me in. Thank you. And kind of around the middle of this, we're going to put down a piece of cobblestone, say right about there. On top of that, we're going to put the soul cage. We're going to break the cobblestone out. And now this is where things are going to get very dangerous very fast. Let's put that there. Let's jump back up here, break that, and now we are going to take this soul shard that we have, that's tier 5 blaze, and we're going to click on that and we're going to run like hell. You hear all that death happening? That's because blazes can't live in water. Blazes that touch water get hurt by it bad. Blazes don't like water. They really don't like water. And a tier 5 soul shard produces a lot of blazes very fast in the overworld. And they are not happy with me, are they? Not at all. That's going to produce lots of blaze rods for us very fast. See, we're already up to 6. Here's the good thing. This works even if we aren't here. There we go, 8 blaze rods. Let's get away from there and let the death happen for a while. Alright. Back to the warehouse, where we're going to create ourselves 2 ender chests. Regular chest, obsidian, wool, blaze rods, and an end pearl. Easily done. Let's get ourselves a couple of chests. Put those in the middle. In our oddity bricks chest, we'll get 4 pieces of obsidian. Just like that. Blaze rods around the outside. Over in mob drops, we'll get 2 pieces of wool, just enough, and 2 end pearls. Beautiful. Gets us 2 ender chests. Well, we've got this cactus. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Ender chests can be broken with a pickaxe, or a drill as it were, so don't worry too much about that. Let's go ahead and get some of this cactus cooking up into cactus green. The ender chests are the second part of our little component for our thing that we need to do. The third part is going to be... Oops. We need a new type of pipe called a Logistics Inventory System Connector, which is a basic logistics pipe surrounded by 2 end pearls. Well, if it's using end pearls, you know it means interdimensional travel. So, if you haven't figured it out by now, what do you think this pipe is going to do? This pipe is going to allow us to connect 2 different inventories on the same logistics network, without a physical pipe running in between. If you remember, back when I used to have the teleport pipes mod, you could have a teleport pipe on a logistics system, and you could have that logistics system connect to another logistics system through the teleport pipe. That's what this does. This and this, paired together, act as a teleport pipe that works between the 2 systems. Let's climb up here, and let's find ourselves a place to put this on the system. Well, it's going to be an intersection, so it has to go off a logistics pipe. Might as well do it right here. We're going to put down our ender chest, and notice that the pipe does connect to the ender chest because of the chicken bones version of it. And we'll get our cactus green out of here. And let's go dye this green. Seems like a good idea. I mean, after all, this is going to be for our forestry stuff, and, you know, growing things are green, so why not, right? Now let's go outside to our forestry spot, and let's put this part in here. We're going to put this here, put it right there. We're going to have a logistics inventory system connector pipe there. Off of here, we're going to have a basic logistics pipe. I'll explain that in a minute. And then we're going to have this coming over here, and we're going to dye this green. Now, we're going to get our wrench. Crescent hammer, in most cases, will substitute for a Buildcraft wrench. And we're going to pop a frequency card in here. And now we're going to go back inside to our warehouse. We're going to climb up here. We're going to access this logistics inventory system connector, and we're going to put a frequency card in there. Notice that the pipe is green. Those two inventories are now talking to each other. So, this end chest and the green end chest out there are basically acting as a logistics pipe connecting these two systems together. However, there are only certain things that you can beam across the nether, or the ether, or whatever you want to call it. Power is not one of them. We still have to have a logistics power junction out there. So we need to make one of those. We need 2 redstone, a basic pipe, a redstone golden chipset, and some iron. Five of you, and some redstone dust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Logistics pipe there. Redstone dust like that. It's going to get us our logistics power junction. We're going to head up to, well, not that way we aren't. I swear this is going to get me in trouble one of these days. Let's head up to our charging center, where we should see 4 nicely charged energy cells and no engines running. And not because they're out of fuel. They still have fuel. They're not running because they don't need to run, because our pipe system here is telling it doesn't need to run. Glorious. Let's head back to the warehouse, sleep through the night, and head outside. Off to the side of this here, we're going to put down our logistics power junction. And to that, we are going to connect our redstone energy cell. Give that a whack, let that start discharging. That's going to run into our logistics power junction here, and it's going to quickly build up a lot of power for us. We shouldn't really need to have an energy cell connected to this at all times. This should be fine. Alright, so we need to do some things with these machines here. Out of this machine, we are going to be piping peat. Out of this machine, we're going to need to supply bog earth, and we're also going to be piping out the, yeah, that stuff. Dirt. Okay. Basic logistics pipe right there. Basic logistics pipe there. I'll explain why that's a basic one in a little bit. Cobblestone pipe on there, because the peat is going to want to come out the top. Not sure how I feel about this. We'll see how it works. We're going to need a supplier pipe. And let's get familiar with this recipe, because we're going to need a lot of them. We can make them out of sodalite. While we're at it, we should probably get some more logistics pipes cooking up, because we're running awfully low. Make ourselves another set of diamond pipes. Which we will throw into the buildcraft thing here, because I'm relatively sure I've taught my crafting system how to make logistics pipes. Pretty sure I've taught it how to self-propagate. And if I haven't, I will be shortly. Nope. Apparently I haven't. Nope. Time to do that. Crafting table. What's the crafting sign creator? Probably with buildcraft. Yes, it is. Need a crafting pipe, which means we need a couple of pieces of glowstone. Glowstone gets us our crafting logistics pipe. Bring this with us. And we need the recipe to make a basic logistics pipe, which is 2 redstone torches, 2 redstone golden chipsets, and 4 glass. We're actually going to need another auto crafting table. And I know I taught my system how to make those. I just got to find the thing in here. There it is. Give me one of you. Let's grab ourselves a stick out of our miscellaneous wood products. Let's grab ourselves a piece of redstone, because there is a component for the basic logistics pipes that our system doesn't know how to make yet. It does not know how to make a redstone torch. I don't want to have to stop and tell it how to make a redstone torch. So we're going to teach it how to make that too. Get this. We'll get the glass. We're going to need 4 redstone torches. And let's head around back into our crafting center. Where we're going to put up 2 more crafting tables, 2 more crafting pipes. We'll access this one, open that, and tell it stick, redstone, redstone torch, import, and tag, open, and we need a diamond pipe. Can I access the inventory from back here? Can I be sneaky like that? No, not like that. I'll fix it in a minute. I don't feel like walking the whole way around. Okay, open. Diamond transport pipe with redstone torches. I didn't need 4 of them. Glass. Redstone golden chipsets. Gives you 8 basic logistics pipes. We'll import that recipe. Tag it. Put that back. Get our sign. Build craft. And let's have the system make us some more basic logistics pipes. Now that it knows how to do it. It should know how to do it. There we go. Let's go ahead and request 2 sets. Now, we're also going to need to make ourselves a few peat-fired engines. We're just going to start out with 2. So for that we need 4 copper gears. Our system does not know how to make a copper gear, but it knows how to make stone. It's also going to need 2 pistons. We're going to need some copper out of our copper chest. Let's get our pipes. We'll get that. Put those up in there. And this is going to give us our copper gears, which we tag like that and put some copper up like this. Get our pistons. Piston there. Glass there. Gets us our peat-fired engine. Why did it only get us one? Because the copper gears weren't spread out right, and because I didn't have any copper in the project table. There we go. Put the copper away. And I'm going to use redstone energy conduit to handle the power. Reason being, I've noticed that with thermal expansion installed, golden conductive pipe has an annoying tendency to explode. Forestry machines, for some reason, do not accept all of the power from them and won't stop requesting power. So the pipe will the engine will happily keep dumping power into that pipe until it just blows up. I don't feel like having to replace pipes constantly. Redstone energy conduits do not blow up, so that's what we're going to use. While we're at it, let's go ahead and get some soda lights. Let's make ourselves 3. I already had some in there. 3 supplier pipes. In our bog earth chest, let's grab ourselves half a stack of bog earth. And in our peat chest, let's grab ourselves a couple of pieces of peat. We're also going to have the redstone torches on us already, which I guess worked out for the better. On top of here, we're going to have one of our supplier pipes. This supplier pipe is going to be told to keep 32 bog earth in stock at all times. We should quickly see that bog earth come zipping out of this chest, even though it's not physically connected. There it goes. 32 bog earth. This is acting like a teleport pipe. Now, on the back here, we're going to put a couple of conduits. We're going to have our peat-fired engines right here. We're going to have our supplier pipes on top of the peat-fired engines. They are going to be connected by a basic logistics pipe. And let's see. We're just going to use a stone pipe to connect those. Just like that. In between them, our redstone torch to keep them powered at all times. And now finally, we access these and we tell it to keep 2 bog earth in stock at all times. And that's going to pipe the bog earth into these, which is going to fire up the engines. This is going to start collecting our peat for us. Let's wait and watch it happen. And it's going to output the peat through the top of that. It's also going to output the dirt that's coming out of the peat bog. And the peat comes out of here, hits this logistics pipe, which tells it where to go. The dirt comes out of here, hits that logistics pipe, which tells it where to go. It all zips into this chest, which acts as a teleport pipe, which switches back to our inventory in there, which means we can have our forestry system set up out here without any physical connection to the tower at all. Which, if you ask me, is pretty darn awesome. We're going to do the rest of these farms in similar manner. We're going to have this pipe lead the whole way up through the middle, and we're going to have our engines connected off to the back, being supplied. And I think this will even take care of the ash for us. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. If we start getting ash in our system, we know it's working. I've never been good with knowing the exact mechanics for how ash works. Alright, so now we've got that. What do we want to do now? I still have about 5 minutes to kill here if I want to have a 40-minute episode. How are we doing on our power here? We drained most of it out. So let's go ahead and pull that off. Head back up to our charging station. And let's pop our partially discharged redstone energy cell in there. Now, one thing I do want to note about these gates, when you log out and log back in, it is going to set full energy as the second conditional for some reason. It doesn't really do any harm as long as you don't tell it to do anything here. So as long as you leave that blank, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You don't have to fix it. It's fine. Let's tag this up here. And that is going to tell this, hey, I need power, which is going to turn on our system here. It'll happily recharge this energy cell for us, and then once that energy cell gets filled up, this will shut down. Let's actually do something else for our... Let's go back to the warehouse real quick, and let's go ahead and request 2 pistons and 4 iron gears, because there is something that I want to do downstairs real quick. I've been popping down here every once in a while and putting an energy cell on this refinery. It's getting old. I'm not really refining a whole lot of fuel very quickly. I'm burning through energy cells like nobody's business. I'm tired of it. I'm going to put a combustion engine system down here. Shouldn't be anything difficult. I am going to move these conduits just like that. Let's get our torches. We'll put a torch there. And we're going to put our redstone energy conduits back here. And we're going to have, let's see, just like that. We're going to dig these out. Going to head back upstairs. Get into our thermal expansion chest here. Grab a couple more liquiducts. And I'm going to head to the B world. Because as I remember, in my chest out here, I have an extra aqueous accumulator that I just kind of had sitting here and wasn't doing anything with. Back to the warehouse. Let's grab a couple of buckets. Quick trick up to the thaumatorium will let us fill those. Pop back to the Nexus, whereby now we've got supplies to build this. 2 pieces of glass. We need 6 iron. That gets us our 2 combustion engines. We need our liquiducts and our buckets of water. We're going to run the liquiducts right like this and follow the bouncing cobblestone. Break this out right here. We're going to put our aqueous accumulator there and there. We're going to put 2 buckets of water. And do we have the facing on this right? Looks like it. Yep. We got water coming out, so we're in good shape. We're just going to tag those like that, give that a whack. We'll come back here. Let's see here. I want to put some cobblestone like that in order to prevent that. I need a redstone torch, and I need a piece of red alloy, because I pretty much want these running full time. No. We'll just walk downstairs. Getting lazy. We'll tag that there, put a redstone torch there. That's going to get both of those things running as soon as we provide fuel, which we'll do this way. Fuel for you. Fuel for you. 2 combustion engines. We'll keep a refinery running pretty much at full speed. And we don't have to worry too much about maintenance on these now. We just come down, toss some fuel in them every once in a while. Eventually I'll just fill them up with fuel. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and give each one a second bucket now so we don't have to worry about it for a while. With the aqueous accumulator on these things, we'll never have to really worry about it running out of water. So we don't have to worry about explosions or anything like that. I don't think. I haven't had a problem with these yet. We'll get some nice good grubby oil refined into some nice wonderful fuel. And then I think next episode we're probably going to start using some of this fuel for something. So this has been Nightdagger with Let's Play Modded Minecraft, episode 25. Got quite a bit done this episode. I might actually finish up the farms off camera. And then we'll come back here. I might also get some more oil pumping into here because my tanks are looking kind of sad. So, yeah, I'll do a little bit of work off camera. I'll be back pretty soon with episode 26. I'll see you guys then.